That bleeped.
That bleeped.
It did bleep.
Why do we always say that bleeped?
No, it did bleep. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Karen Mason, and you are?
I'm the other half.
Go on.
I'm Fred Mason.
And together we are
the Avon couple.
So,
well, what are we going to do this week?
Well,
do you know
give
what?
you a bit of an update on my knee. You can.
Oh, all right, go on then. I was going to say.
No, go on. You can do that first.
Well, we've actually been asked, what's it like working together?
Oh, you're going to do that bit first?
Well, no, we can do that in a minute. So
okay.
we'll come on to that.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. Bit of an update on the knee.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
What
come
is it?
on then.
Well, you could say.
I'm not saying it. It's your knee.
Yeah, but I don't know. All I'm going to say is it is going well. Everything's going smoothly and swimmingly.
I think we put a post out on, or I put a post out on Facebook saying 5 weeks in and look how good it is.
But it's not.
It's wrong. It's 4 weeks.
4 weeks in.
Only 4 weeks.
Only 4 weeks.
Unbelievable.
4 weeks and 3 days.
Yeah, it's been to the physio, haven't you, kiddo?
Yeah.
And the physio got her onto a bike.
Yes.
You know the exercise bikes. They got a gymnasium down at the hotel.
Hotel.
Well, as it happens, it's more like a hotel. Yeah.
The hospital.
The hospital is fabulous.
Fabulous. Yeah. So
And
they've got a little mini gym. So
the
I
physio
went on,
was really impressed, wasn't he?
It was more of a laid back bike rather than an upright bike.
Yeah. It's like one of those Sinclair bike. I don't know if anyone ever remembers them. It was the Sinclair bike which you used to sit in and pedal, and it was so low down on the ground. We actually see one go through the village, so yeah, we do see one of those.
Yeah.
But,
So it's going well. I did 5 minutes on the bike, and my exercises have now increased.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot more of that, and I'm down to 1 crutch now, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So,
it's not as, you're not sleeping so bad either. You can
No.
move around rather than just having the,
Yeah.
trying to sit up in bed. It's because if you've ever had anything like that, knee operations and what have you, that's what it feels like. So
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Very
I
dodgy.
don't like sitting up, and that I find it quite difficult.
yeah, no. Oh,
But it's all going in the right direction. I feel more myself. And it's good.
good stuff.
Good.
Stuff.
So, this question we've been asked.
Yeah, it was a question that someone said to me, how do you feel, or how do you actually get on? Do you work okay together? And I said, well, to be honest with you, it's total chaos.
Total chaos.
It's not total chaos.
It's not.
But some people or partners won't be able to work together. We are fortunate that we both get on with each other. We're friends as well as husband and wife.
And colleagues.
Yeah. We both have, I won't say come from the same background, because mine was a military background and yours finance. So they're totally different backgrounds.
Absolutely.
Other than the only other thing we had in common is we were both trainers of some sort of another. I used to train the military, train in various, I know it sounds silly and it's, people get annoyed, but I trained in weapons systems, I trained in personal drill, I trained in loads of things like that, and I trained in office management stuff. And you trained on systems, didn't you?
Financial systems. Yeah.
So,
computer systems.
We've got that sort of background where, because we like helping people, doing Avon is so easy. It really is for us, because it's helping people achieve what they want, isn't it?
And one of the things that I think we've always done is if we've got a task or something to do, we do sit down, work it out, and we do it together. There are things like washing the cars and that Fred does, and
I wouldn't let her near a car. I wouldn't let her near my shirt either. It's for ironing.
Oh yeah.
Absolute nightmare. Forget it.
Well, you had a nice tram line down your shoulder, down the sleeve.
As you can gather, being a military guy, having tram lines or lines all over your shirts where they're not meant to be is not the right thing. And trousers, anything. Doesn't work. But hey ho. There you go.
Yeah, so we do have, even when we're doing like the housework or, just the normal run of the mill things, we've got
Do you know what? I can just imagine your dad on the other end watching that going, and you just said the word housework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we play to our skills. We do play to our skills. And
it's not just skills, it's knowing the equipment. What's an iron?
It's one of those things that you do that
with.
with.
Funny thing. What's a hoover?
You do that with.
It's absolutely...
The
See
thing
what I
is,
said about it right at the beginning, chaos.
Yeah, it is chaos.
It's organised chaos.
Yeah, it is organised chaos. Well, I couldn't help it if my job took me away quite a lot.
Never mind.
So, organised chaos, we have our moments, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
But we do tend to, when we first did Avon, we did.
We played to the strengths.
We did run it sort of together. We played for our strengths. My strength is working with a team.
Yeah, my strength is...
And figures, obviously. Yeah. So,
and my strength is being outside. I love being outside and meeting my customers and delivering the products, delivering the books and helping the customers in that side of it. That's just how we work.
You are brilliant with the customers, I must admit, and that's not really my forte. I'm not. I'm more the organising and sorting out what needs to be sent. You do the posting.
Warehouse.
Yeah, so you do all of that. I've got loads of team stuff to do this week in sending out congratulations cards, and we had a competition running from January to March, so I've got to sort that out and then you're going to have a pile of postage to do.
A pile of post.
So you'll be doing all of that, but that's how we work.
Yeah.
We've found out what works together, what our strengths are, my
oh, excuse me.
My weakness is organisation.
Timekeeping.
No, I'm good at timekeeping.
No, you're not.
If I say I'm going to be there, I'll be there.
Eventually.
No. Look.
I'll tell you the one thing that she is really not good at. Geography of the UK.
There you go, see? It's not the fact that I'm not going to be there on time. It's just that I just think that from London to Scotland it'd take about half an hour. I have no idea.
No. Well, you just said it. No idea. Yeah.
So that's one of my weaknesses, is don't plan a journey.
No. If someone says to Karen, "Oh, can you be there by 7?" she go, "Yeah, that's no problem." No idea of how long it takes, whatever.
No.
So then it's down to me to go, right, for 7 o'clock, we've got to leave here, X, Y, Z.
Exactly.
But then that's when you get things missing, because then the pink bag goes missing with all the bits in it and other bits of
And the other thing is as well, is
watch
that when
that
I
video,
say...
it's a good one.
It is. And when I say to you, right, we've got to be there at 7, and you go, right, we should have left half an hour ago. That's because I don't have any idea of where things are.
It's like we've got team members that live in our postal area. And you can say, "Oh, well, that's all right, you're only down the road, take me 5-10 minutes." It might be the other side of the postal area and take 35 minutes to get to. But no.
Yeah, but it's only that big on a map.
I know, I knew you was going to say that, because you did that. We lived down in Surrey and we were going to King's Lynn in Norfolk, and Karen went, "We don't look that far on the map." And it was one of the most awkward places to get to, because there is no direct route. So instead of saying, or looking on the map and going, "Oh yeah, that probably take an hour and a half," it was a 4-hour journey. So there you go. But,
yeah, well, I didn't realise that.
No, I know.
It's just one of those things. See, we have our moments. It's just utter chaos sometimes.
But that's what I said. That word chaos comes into our being. Laugh, love, and lipstick plus chaos. That's what it should say. It should say that. I'm sorry, it should say that.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Because it doesn't start with an L.
No.
Because it's got to be love.
Well, it won't be Laos, will it?
No, that's a place, isn't it? Is that a place?
Laos.
Yeah, it is a place.
Or Lagos.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, go on then. So what else are we going to... I mean, it's like hints and tips. You know, we can give hints and tips, but we do it between us. We think about, you know, if the tip is going to be something to do with the customers, maybe it's better that I give that tip. But people don't always do that.
The challenge. We do the like word searches and that on certain times of the year. We'll give out a word search to customers, and just for a bit of fun, and they go in for a draw, and I do that, don't I?
Yeah, they're always good things like that. But you see.
But we do have moments where I say something, and I think Fred's doing it. And,
don't.
And then I think. And you think I'm doing it.
We do it quite often.
It doesn't get done.
Yeah, and then we go, did you send such and such? No. Well, I did mention it. Yeah, you might have mentioned it, but we didn't mention who was going to do it.
No.
So we have a plan in place for that.
Yeah.
We have a whiteboard that we write things on. And if Karen manages to do it before me, she'll rub it off. If I manage to do it, I'll rub it off. But we normally put our initials next to it, don't we? So that we've got an idea of who's going to do what, why, when, and where.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting working together.
Yeah.
As a couple.
It is.
But the good thing that we've managed to do over the years is learn to separate it.
Well,
when we're working,
the other thing is, and when we're working, I've realised, and this is something that I think we both do, is that we don't have the same instruction manual. Because what you read and do is different to what I see and read and do.
Probably.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, and that's a good thing, because if I do something, I'd probably do it in a totally different way than you would.
Yeah. There are certain things, though, that we have written up and we videoed where it's the best way to do it.
Absolutely.
And that works.
And that does work. So we stick to that.
Yes, that's putting things together and saying, right, well, this is the best way we think we can work, and we do it like that. But it's fascinating to work with your partner. It really is. And
you see a different side of the partner as well. It does get you get to know each other better.
I think that's why we enjoy ourselves.
Because we do have a laugh
when we get the chance to, because we're laughing while we're working all the time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how serious it is.
Or if it's utter chaos or something goes wrong, we laugh.
Well, we work through it.
You do.
And you find a way around it.
Yeah.
So to that person that asked us, how do we get on with it? We just get on with it. We are fortunate that we get on as friends as well as partners.
So if we're working, one of the questions that somebody asked, and you said it earlier, is how do you have downtime? How do you switch off from work?
Yeah. Well,
you have days at Mallory.
Oh, in that sense, we have to have something. You have things where you go out with your friends.
Yes. You've got to have hobbies, and you've got to have other interests.
If you haven't got other interests other than the work, it becomes very, very boring. Because
that's all you talk about is work. So you've got to have other interests.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like I was at Mallory the other day, wasn't I? And we had a new guy come on, Dan, absolutely lovely guy, ex-racing driver. And he said to me, he said, isn't it funny, I've been in this motorsport, and he'd been to Mallory since he was a teenager, or a baby actually. Yes, I think he said the first time he went there was 2, and he just turned 50. It was his birthday at the weekend. So happy birthday, Dan, if you're watching or if you're listening. And so 48 years worth of motorsport, and he said, I've never realised how much goes on the marshalling side. And so, as a racing driver and being a spectator, now he's become a track marshal. He has noticed something totally different. But that's what happens in our business as well, because we can go to a meeting with other members of the team and what have you, and see that they do the same thing, but in a different way to we do, and it makes, that makes sense. We could try that, and it helps you.
But it's the same with me and you.
Absolutely, yeah.
You'll do things, that's what we're saying about different instruction manuals. You'll do something in a different way to me, but the end result is the same.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
It really is.
It is.
And I think when, how do you switch off? It's quite simple when we switch off, because we go away a lot.
We do go away a lot, but also we have downtime at home. We have certain days which are non-work days that we'll just do things together.
Or do things separately.
Yeah, definitely.
It's what Avon's given us, though. It's given us their chance to be able to do all those sort of things, isn't it?
I do find when you're doing things like that, you do tend to sort of like be in the moment. So when you're doing Avon and that's it.
Yeah.
And then when you're not doing Avon, you switch off and you do all the things that you need to do and, you know, talk to each other. And it's not, we have so many different things that we're interested in, that we talk to each other quite a lot. And communication, I think that's why it works so well, is we do communicate
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. What do you mean? See? Total chaos. You can't think of anything to say.
Another question.
Oh, I knew that. I bet I know exactly what you're going to say.
Go on.
Who does all the talking?
No.
Yeah, it was. Because I know, and you all know,
that Fred does all the talking. No,
what?
I'm coming
of old cobblers.
Ow!
Deary me.
I wasn't going to ask that. I was going to say, how do you handle it when we both think we're right, or we both think
that's
that
easy.
We're wrong?
That's easy. I'll just let you be right.
No, not necessarily, because I think sometimes you're right and I'm right, but yours is a better right than mine.
That's my right. That's my left. No, but we do. We come to an agreement.
Exactly.
And you find, or you try both ways. And if they both work, guess what? You're both right. And that's
absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? There is no right and wrong sometimes.
No.
There's sometimes everything's wrong and things fail. But then what do you do by that? You learn by it. Yeah. There you go. See, absolutely. You learn by it. If it's right and you've both done it, you're both right. If one of you's done it and it's wrong and the other one's done it right, you own up to it.
Yeah.
That's part of being a partnership. You've got to learn to say, that you were right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did we do earlier on? Something like that happened earlier on. I went, no, that's right. Oh, I know. I got a message come up on my phone saying, your webinar starts at 5:30 tonight. And I went, Karen, your webinar starts at 5:30. You went, no, it's not. I've got one at 7:30.
Yeah.
And I went, no, you haven't. You've got one at 5:30. Then I looked at it and the message was sent to me for something that I'd signed up for months and months ago and actually discarded it ages ago. But unfortunately, the guy still sent me a memo or an email to say, welcome, Fred, you're due on our webinar at 5:30, which I'm not. So I had to say to Karen, bless me, thank you, I am sorry. It wasn't for you, it was for me. But there you go, it's just the way it goes.
Yeah, the other thing is that it works because we both know we're building something together.
Yeah, absolutely.
So because we've got the same focus or the same outlook, we know that we're building it for each other and together, and that's why it works.
Yeah. And I will, I'll be totally honest with you guys. It might not be for everybody. Some people might say, yeah, we're married, we've got a married life, to work together would be an absolute disaster. For whatever reason. Whatever reason.
Yeah.
It might be that your personalities are great as a couple in marriage, but in business you clash. It's just the way it is. I mean, in Avon, especially in our Retrievers group, there's lots of couples, and lots of couples really do work well together.
Yeah,
and
because
get on
they
well
go
together.
with their strengths.
Yeah.
I think that's the key, is to find out what your strengths are and go with those and complement each other.
There's also a lot of couples in Avon that only one of them is the predominant person in Avon. The other one is just there as support. Yeah. Because they don't do anything in Avon.
No.
But they come along to some of the, they come along to some of the meetings. We always meet them up, and they often say, "No, it's not for me, but I will not support my partner because
not support."
Yeah.
Is that a not?
Not support them. It's because if you say I'll not support them, that means they're not going to. But if they're not supporting them, it means they are supporting them. See? And if you want, I could tie you in knots by saying not.
Is that a cannot?
It's a cannot. It's a cannot canoe.
With a silent K.
Canoe. Yeah. Oh, that's another word. What? No and new.
What?
And now.
No.
No, new, now and new. What?
No and now.
Canoe.
Yeah.
Cannot. Canoe. Oh. Does me head in. Anyway.
Okay, shall we do a quick fire? I was going to get paddles to say Fred and, you know, like the paddles
For people have asked. Yeah, go on.
So that it was like
this would be hilarious.
Freds and Karens.
Go on,
so we'll just point.
You've probably got them written down.
So we just point, right, really quickly. There's only 4. Who is more organised?
Me. Yep.
Who is always right?
Oh, we both, again, it works out different.
It does, yeah. Who talks more?
Get out of it. I talk to the customers more, but if you went onto the phone and started talking to your friends or our team members, you don't stop. You're brilliant at that. And then you come off and go,
did I say that all right?
Yeah, was that all right?
Okay, last one then. Who's better with the customers? Definitely.
See, whose Avon business is it?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I do think that you are better with the customers. You have a better rapport. I think being the cheeky chappy that you are, it does work well with the customers.
I've always enjoyed going out and about and meeting people. That's why I think, you know, and I think when you get a set of customers like ours, they'd tell me if I was out of order. And when you first start out, you've got to get to know them and gain their trust and be honest with them.
I think that's the key.
And that makes your business grow. It's like someone said before, wasn't it? Do you ever tell your customers not to buy something? Yeah. Quite a lot of the time. Don't think that'll suit you. Or I wouldn't buy that because we've had lots go back, or that product's not very good. It happens in every business, but so many people would not say it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They would just go, oh, I'm going to sell it anyway. It doesn't work like that.
No. I think that's one of the key things is building up the trust, building up the honesty, and building up a reputation of being good. In fact, being excellent customer service.
I was just going to say it, yeah.
And that's the key, because once you've built up that reputation, you wouldn't give somebody a product that you know wouldn't suit them, or wouldn't. We've had a few that there's only 1 or 2 products that we've had in the years we've been doing it where it's not been recalled, but we know there's been a few that have gone back. Yeah. And that, so if the customer has bought it, we've said to them, just be aware.
And it's like our policy, and it's the same as Avon's policy, but a lot of reps don't understand it, is take the product back and give them their money back.
Absolutely, if they want to return it. So.
And we've even done it for customers that aren't ours.
Yeah.
Because it's our reputation
and then they
as
become
Avon.
they become our customers.
Which they have done.
Which they have done. So it's definitely honesty and trust and having a reputation. We have such a high reputation.
I think we have, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, with all our customers.
Hence the name.
The Avon couple. Very good.
Was that a goodbye then?
So I was just going to say, yeah. Would you have it any other way?
No.
No.
I couldn't. I know this sounds really horrible to all the places I've ever worked, but I could never work for anybody again. I work with you because we have an aim of doing it. And we're both retired. We don't need to go to work. We do it because we absolutely love it and enjoy it. And working together has proved something to me as well. We should have done this years and years and years ago. You know, and it doesn't matter. People say, oh, is it just Avon? No, we've got other interests as well.
I don't think it's wise to put all your eggs in one basket in whatever we've done.
No.
We've always had eggs in different baskets.
Yeah. And we might be promoting that soon.
Well, we don't know.
Different eggs in different baskets.
Well, it is springtime and a lot of eggs in nests. They do say egg nests. No, a nest egg.
Egg nests. You don't be Dora.
See, honestly, that's the other thing. When you work together, we have so many laughs because I just come out with some weird things.
Yeah, but we both do it. It's just something that when you've got a partner in life as well as a partner in a business, it either works or it doesn't. We are so fortunate because it works.
It does work.
And we love working together.
We do.
We do.
Definitely.
I told us to say that.
Yeah, we do. I'll pay you the $5 later. No, we do. We do. But we've also got our other interests, which then, you know...
the funny thing is, some of our other interests are linked together.
Yeah, we both do marshalling. But during the week, you go marshalling on your own because I think that's a good thing for you to do.
Well, it's my happy place.
Yeah. And then during the weekends, at the moment I can't because obviously having my knee operation, but I can't wait to get back into marshalling and see all the race cars and meet everybody.
Meet up with all the rest of the gang.
Yeah, I miss that camaraderie and meeting the gang. Yeah.
And training and helping people.
And again doing the training and helping and showing what flag is what.
What flag? Them. I've got no idea.
You have. You know what the checkered flag is.
I do now. I had to take over from Derek the other day. Bless him, he weren't on the post and I had to do it, and I've never done that post before at Mallory. It was brilliant. It was really, really good fun. Yeah. Good fun.
I like doing the second one.
That was what mine was. Mine was the second flag.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realise they put 2 checkered flags out.
Every race, or should be at every race.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether it is or not.
So, I think that we should say goodbye.
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 Shall I go?
Goodbye.
Shall I go?
No,
please don't.
Isn't there a song?
If she starts singing, I'm definitely getting up and just walking out the room.
Isn't there a song? Goodbye.
See what I mean?
So, yeah, if you are thinking of working together or whatever you do, just make sure that you communicate and have fun because I think that's the 2 things that really do make it work with us.
Yeah.
So, it's goodbye from me, Karen Mason.
Goodbye from me, Fred Mason.
And together we are
the Avon couple,
having a lot of laugh,
love,
and lipstick.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.